Hi everybody, this video is designed for my class clients. It's a rerun of the class that I devised for you over the last 2 weeks when we were able to meet. You need a little bit of kit, something to sit on, a block or a thick book. The abdominal challenge uses the loop of elastic, or if you haven't got one of those, you could tie the legs with a longer band. Got the half roll behind me in the mat. If you have got a half roll, it's an advantage. It makes the exercises, some of them, quite a lot more challenging. And the last exercise we'll do with a soft ball. It starts off with some coordination. Now, so one leg moving, one arm moving. Now, I've seen pictures of some people exercising at home and there's not a lot of space at the side of the bed, for example. So if we change from straight arms into the hug shape, so when you move, you're moving the arm in that shorter position, maintaining the roundness of the arm, like that, okay? So, let's begin. Starting in the relaxation position on your mat, or on a log if you've got one. We've got a leg slide. The leg movement is always a slide, and the arms are in the hug shape. So we're going to alternate these movements here. It starts with the right leg and the left arm going backwards. Right leg slide, left arm backwards. Inhale to return. Left leg, right arm. Inhale to return. Let's repeat that. Do two more. Right leg, left arm. Inhale, return. And left leg, right arm. Now the next one is the right leg slides and the left arm goes out to the side. I'm going to alternate these. So as you return to the foot of the mat, left leg slide, right arm out to the side. We'll do two more. Right leg, left arm. And left leg, right arm. Okay, the next set is right leg, right arm out to the side. Return. Exhale, left leg, left arm, and return. We'll do two more. Right leg, right arm, the other arm stays still, and left leg, left arm. Go to straight arms up. The right leg slides away. This is hard on the log. You lift the leg, bend it when you need to, bring it back down. We're going to alternate. The left leg slides and lift and down. Again, right leg slide and lift and down. Left leg slide and lift and down. We're going to do four more. Right leg slide and lift. Left leg slide and lift. Keep the tension out of the shoulders. Two more. Right leg slide and lift. Any casualties? Anybody on the floor? Left leg slide and lift and release the arms down, and we'll move on to the next exercise. If we clear the mat of anything and you come into a 4-point kneeling position, I'm going to go slightly wider than the mat with my hands, and it's the sway of the hips from one side to the other. So I went left that time and right. You keep going, but I'm going to just change my setup so you can see. So the hands are quite a lot wider than the knees, and the whole body goes from one side to the other, and it loosens up the lower back and it loosens up your hip joints and gives your buttock muscles a good stretch. Come round the other way again, keep going. Inhale, centre. Exhale, sway. Two more. Exhale, sway. Inhale, centre. Exhale, sway. And then come back to centre. I'm going to bring the hands back underneath the shoulders a bit narrower. I go right-sided and around the back, and I come backwards. I go over to the left, and I straighten the back out to come forwards. And I go over to the right and round the back into a cat stretch and come backwards. And around to the left and straighten the back and come forwards, around in a circle. Two more circles in this direction. Straight back, coming forwards along the left side. over to the right, and rounded back, coming backwards, and across to the left, straightening out as you come forwards. Now, reverse the circles, round the back as you go left-sided, come across to the right, straighten the back out as you come forwards, come around and round the back as you go left-sided, backwards, over to the right, straighten the back out, come forwards, 2 more circles, rounded back, bottom towards heels, straight back, coming up the right side of the mat, 1 more, repeat, over to the left, round the back, tuck the tailbone, backwards, and then come forwards with a straight spine, back into your neutral 4-point position. Use a fat pillow underneath your hips, or the half roll if you've got one, and we're going to do some leg stretching, scissor pose. So what I mean by that is, without the hands, bring your right leg towards you as far as it will, and the left leg away, and then a double pull. Relax the hands and swap the legs, scissor pose and pull, pull. That's 2 of 8, and 3, pull, pull, and 4, pull, pull, and 5, pull, pull, and 6, and 7, so full splits, or Pilates splits, and 8, and then pull, pull. Into a figure of 4 stretch, right ankle crossed over left thigh. Now side on, you can see that the legs move quite a lot there, the log is moving, the log really helps here. And swap, left ankle over right, and breathe in, and swap. We do 2 more, right ankle over left, come in, tension out of the shoulders, and left ankle over right, and release down and remove the log. Seated on a block, I'm just about going to span between the 2 reformers here that I'm sat on, and we're going to come into a wide leg, straight leg wide stance, about 1980s shoulder pad wide. So the hands come behind the head in the curl up position. Narrow the elbows as you round the back and tip forwards. Lift the elbows as you straighten the back to come up. Let's do 4 of these. Round the back with narrow elbows, come forwards. And as you breathe in, lift the elbows, lift the head, straighten the back out to come up. And again, breathe out, round and forwards. Inhale, hinge back. 1 more repeat. Elbows narrow, chin towards the chest, round the back as you come forwards. And then lift the spine up straight as you come back. Going to come into a crossed leg off, what I call a folded leg position. So, left foot in front of right. If you've got knee problems, just don't bend your knee quite as much as that, okay? So the first thing to do is find a comfortable position and take hold of the left ankle and sit tall. And then keeping the spine straight, angle forwards, knees towards the ground, and a breath in, and then come back to vertical. Place your right hand on your left knee and the right hand behind you. Scan the horizon as you pull around to rotate. We're going to do 4 of these. Breathe in and back. Left hand on the right knee, pull around, scan the horizon, stay straight and come around. It's very easy to pull sideways here. Keep yourself upright as you turn and back, and again scan the horizon, breathe into the stretch, and as you come back, we're going to swap the legs around. Right foot in front of left. Same thing here. Lift up tall and tip forwards with a straight spine, so just avoiding that head dropping. And it's going to round the back if that happens. Let the knees open towards the floor, and then come back to a vertical. The left hand on the ground, the right arm vertical, tilt the head as you side stretch over to the left and breathe in and back. Swap. We'll do 4 of these. Tilt the head as you side stretch and breathe. And if you've got a monitor that you're looking into, just keep looking into it rather than rotating or look into the mirror to practice. And breathe in and back. And last one, reach up to the ceiling to come over and breathe in and release there. Okay. The next one is seated balance. So if you remember this from class, I'm going to show you one way, then I'll turn around. So I've removed the block from behind. There's my seated balance position, and I got you aligned so your legs are hip wide and your hands are at the back of the knees. These I'm going to call these teaser preps. Okay, so I'll turn around and get the back as straight as I can. And leg stretching. The right leg stretches. We do 8 of these and back. Exhale, left leg and back, and you're going to try and keep the knees level with one another as you stretch. And 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and then it continued with the hands in front of you on the ground. 1, let's do 8 of these, and 2 and 3 and 4, exhale 5, exhale 6 and 7, ready, reach, and 8, and then the hands come off the ground. 8 more, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Come down, have a breather. We've got a second set to go. Let's give your legs a stretch. Okay, it's both legs now, same position, seated balance position. Do 4 repeats of each. Okay, ready? Breathe in, exhale, stretch, and down, and stretch, and down. Breathe out, stretch, and down, and 4, and down. The hands come in front. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And see if you can do some repeats with the hands off the ground. 1 and 2 and 3. And the last one is ta-da, teaser. There we go. Good, well done. Give your hips a good stretch out. Have a lie back for a few seconds while I think about what's coming next. The next exercise is lying on your front, the Sphinx position, and some prone leg kicks. So the legs are hip wide and parallel, and the modifications can be, if you feel this is too much for your lower back, when we come to the kicks, just bring your head down on one side with onto folded hands. Otherwise your elbows are underneath your shoulders and hand on hand. The first prep is to drop the spine down through the shoulders and lift up. Exhale down, inhale lift, exhale down, inhale lift. We'll do one more. Exhale down and inhale, lift up into the Sphinx. Come flat if you need to. Right leg, kick, kick. Left leg, kick, kick. 8 of these. And 3. The second kick comes in a little bit further. 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. Kick, kick. And 8. Kick, kick. The second set, maintain the stability of the upper body. The right leg comes to 90 degrees. Lift the knee off and down. 8 of these. Left leg 90 degrees and lift the knee off and down. And 3 and down. And 4. Just watch out for the upper body dropping here. I tend to see this going on. Lift up. 5 and and breathe in, down. Exhale, lift. 2 more, upper body stability. 7 and down. And 8, lift the knee off and down. Push up and come into a 4-point position. Cat stretch into rest. Curl back for a few moments in that rest position, or child pose as it's called in yoga. Okay, it's time for the abdominal challenge. The elastic long band needs to be tied around the legs, or if you've got a loop, it's going to start off around your thighs. 8 repeats of each leg movement. The leg movements are toe taps, legs going wide, and scissors. So we come down into the relaxation position, into tabletop, hands behind the head, we're curled forwards all the way through. Okay, just give you a moment. Breathe in. Toe tap 1 and back to tabletop. Toe tap 2 and tabletop. Toe tap 3, tabletop. Breathe out 4, breathe in back. 5 and back. Stay with me. 6 and back. And 7 and back. And 8 and back. Stay curled up as you transfer the band to the ankles, hands behind the head. Turn the legs out, breathe in, pull wide 1 and back. And 2, breathe in back. And 3 and breathe out 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, back into parallel. Scissor 1, scissor 2, scissor 3, scissor 4, scissor 5, scissor 6, scissor 7, and scissor 8. Bring the legs down and have a good stretch for a few moments. Let your abdominals relax. Okay, side lying. I know some of you haven't got a lot of room front and back. We were doing a leg movement front and back. So we're going to do a leg lift. You come up onto your elbow and the lower leg is bent. Top leg is straight. And we're going to lift the leg 8 times. Breathe out, lift. Inhale down. Just again, watch the upper body doesn't sink. Upper body stability 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now the hips come off the ground, so we're in a side plank. Let me just bring my hand onto my hip so you can see a bit better. If you have got room, we're going to go forwards and backwards 5 times. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards, inhale forwards, exhale backwards, inhale forwards 4 and back, inhale forwards 5 and back, and come down and swap around. So lower leg bent, top leg straight, up on the elbow, hand on the hip, leg lifts. 1 of 8 and down, exhale 2 and down, and 3 and down, and 4, again watch for that upper body dropping through the shoulder, and 5 and 6 and 7 it. Okay, come up onto the elbow and the knee. You can bring the hand down if you want to for a bit more stability. Come forwards and backwards. And 2 and back. And 3 and lift into a rainbow. And 4 and back. And 5 and back. And release. Okay. This is a bit cruel, but this one comes next. You can always pause the video if you need to. This is hinging backwards until you need to round your back and then rolling yourself back up. And I'll just let me demonstrate it, partly to give you a breather, but also so you get a good idea. The hands are in the salute position, and you hinge backwards as far as you want to, and then round the back and come down bone by bone. Stretch the arms backwards, bring the arms forwards, bow the head and roll yourself up off the ground to start again. Now let me just show you some modifications. You can hinge backwards and start to round. If you get yourself in control difficulty, bring the arms forwards like that to make the roll down a little bit easier. And coming up, if you struggle with it, just place your hands at the back of your thighs and come up with a little bit of help there. Alright, we're going to do 5 repeats. So sat tall with straight legs. Exhale as you hinge backwards, take a breath, round the back and roll backwards. Breathe in as you stretch the arms behind you. Bring the arms forwards, bow the head and roll yourself up. And sit tall, take a breath. Exhale, start to hinge. Breathe, round the back. Change the arm position if you need to. Roll down, stretch the arms and breathe. Bring the arms forwards, bow the head. Get rid of the air as you roll back up. Back into the salute position, breathe in. Repeat number 3. Hinge backwards with a straight back. Round the back when you need to. Change the arm position if you need to. And roll down. Swing the arms backwards, breathe in. Bring the arms forwards. Bow the head and roll yourself up off the ground. Repeat number 4. Hinging backwards, rounding the back, looking down through the legs as you roll down. Stretch the arms, breathe in. Swing the arms forwards, roll yourself up. Get a little bit of help if you need there. Repeat number 5, sit tall. Breathe in, exhale, hinge, take a breath. Exhale, round and roll. Bring the elbows forwards a little bit if you need to. Stretch the arms and breathe. Bring the arms forwards, bow the head and roll yourself up. And sit tall. And you've done your set of 5. Good. Spine curls. We did feet on, if you've got the equipment, feet on the roll and the block. Feet a little bit higher. Get your feet on a thick book or whatever. Okay, so we're going to do 8 spine curls. The feet stay horizontal if you're on this equipment here. The arms stay vertical. Shuffle your bottom down towards your feet and you'll be in a good position. Breathe out to tuck and roll up. Take a breath. And down. Breathe in, breathe out, tuck and roll up. We'll go through these fairly swiftly. Breathe in and down. And 3, and breathe, and down, and 4, and breathe, and down. Make sure it's a roll, not a lift. And 5, and breathe, and return the vertebrae one at a time. And 6, hips high, and breathe, and down. And 7, and breathe, and down, and 8, and breathe, and rolling down. Give your legs a good stretch out. If you want to move on to that really hard challenge, if you slide the equipment down, so you're going to go straight legs, we'll do 2 repeats of each here. So I'm going to lie down with straight legs, heels on the block. Okay, Again, arms vertical. And as best you can, you roll yourself off the ground and you right leg stretch down and roll the spine down. Roll up. Left leg stretch. I forget which one I said now. Obviously alternating and down. We're going to do 2 more if you can. Roll down. Take a breath. Hips off the ground. Left leg. And down. And down. Last one. Hips off the ground. And right leg. And down. And down. Release the arms. Just give your legs a bit of a breather there in the stretch. Upper body strength, arm strength. If you've got a half roll, useful, not essential. Just say no to the walk-in bath. Okay, so with this, I'm sat on the mat with the log behind me. 4 of each, fingers and thumbs facing forwards. Okay, lift up. Slowly down, the elbows bend, you can see that clearly. Side on. 2, slowly bend the elbows. And 3, slowly bend. And 4, and slowly down. Fingers and thumbs backwards. Straight elbows lift up. Bend the elbows to come down. And 2, and bend. And 3, and bend, and 4, and down. And I always maintain, if you keep this up, if you practice this, I know that the hand position, this last one's hard, but you'll keep your arms strong. Fingers forwards, thumbs backwards, and if you go quite narrow with the hands, you'll help yourself here, so I'm in touch with me. Bottom, there, okay, 4 lifts, straight elbows, bend the elbows wide. Straight elbows and down. Exhale up, inhale down, and exhale up, inhale down. And release, give your wrists a good shake out after that. Really let them be floppy. Let's do the wrist stretches. Pray. And pray backwards. Let's do these wrist stretches again. Give your wrists a shake. With praying, just start with the hands high. As the hands come down, bring the elbows up, shoulders down. And with the other way round, praying backwards, start with the hands low. Lift the hands, dropping the elbows and of course shoulders down. And give your wrists a good shake. There's one more upper body strength thing to do before we can have a stretch backwards. I call this one looking over the edge of the cliff, and the log helps the hand position here. The hand position is fingers angled in. So lift the feet off slightly, so as you tip forwards, the elbows bend outwards and back. First of 4, breathe out, tip forwards. Inhale back. And 3. And back, and 4, and back. Fingers and thumbs facing forwards, the elbows bend backwards. In actual fact, what you can see here is the forearms stay still and the body tips forwards. 2, and 3. All about control, it doesn't have to be a huge amount of range, no headbutting the ground. And 4. And back up from there. And again, give your wrists a good release, give them a good shake out. Final thing, nice and relaxing. I place the ball on the fold in the mat, come down with my feet in the usual place, heels on, toes off, and I'm going to enjoy stretching backwards. Breathe out to stretch backwards and take 2 breaths. As you breathe out, curl forwards and take a breath. Calm the breathing, calm the heart rate. Lots of good work. Stretch backwards and again take 2 breaths, nice and deep into the belly. And curl forwards, and you can repeat that as much as you want to, but I'm going to hold it there for today, and I hope you enjoy that. It's quite a good, challenging workout. I've got quite warm myself there, so I'll be in touch with some more soon. Bye.